Here it is. Florida school hires former U.S. soldiers to prevent mass shootings.
Hell yeah.
Which is good.
How's he looking? Straight up tactical. Is that the rifle he chose?
Yeah.
Or did they give it to him?
It's a Kel-Tec. It's his rifle.
Oh boy. Get your hand out of your pocket.
This is just his thumb.
God, bullpup is so gross. God.
Who
Who the fuck walks around?
Well, here's the thing. Is it a good idea or a bad idea to open carry like in the school like this?
I think this is a bad idea to open carry.
Well, some people say like, okay, if it's a high school and it's going to be a mass shooting, the perpetrator of this mass shooting is going to look for easy targets. So
he's an easy target now.
Well, yes, he's painted himself as
number one.
He's painted himself as number one. But will they see it as, oh, that's the first guy I got to take out? Or are they going to see it as, oh, that guy could end up killing me if I don't kill him first, so I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a deterrent as well?
It maybe could be a deterrent.
I mean,
opinion.
If it's a high-speed mass shooter, you'd be like, ooh, that's the first guy I'm getting right there.
I guess that's true. I'm coming at it with, I don't know. I guess, but I've also seen children over in Iraq and Afghanistan look at us as like, oh, he's got to go first. So, I mean, I don't know how you can really say one way or the other, I guess. Just put my foot in my mouth real quick. Hang on. Think. I don't know. The real reason I'm against it, or the first reason I should say, is I do not want to grow up in a police state.
The kid's perception of it.
Yeah.
They feel accustomed to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is going to further desensitize towards that police state. And, you know, I don't want my kid now to grow up in a world where cops walk around like I did in Iraq.
Yeah.
I don't want that here. Do I want my kid to understand what true violence is, you know, and understand that there's evils in the world? Yes. Do I want to throw it in their face when they're supposed to be at a place of learning?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
so I would think that this dude, like, he's really high speed, but he should not be patrolling the halls. He should be sitting in a, like, there should be cameras everywhere.
Like, depending on the size of the school,
Yeah.
will be the allotment of how many
guards
you have
for your little TAC team. See, now that's kind of neat. Give some veterans some stuff to do, and then. But I mean, the way I would approach it is I would never present myself like this in this situation. No. I would be in the background. I would just be like, I would probably dress like a janitor.
Yeah. Well,
because then you can wear a jumpsuit and you can still have all your TAC gear here, right?
Well, like I posted this on the Facebook page, on the Fitty Facebook page. I think I did on the Freedom 350 page as well. But I got a lot of people saying that it should be concealed.
Yeah.
But a couple of guys made some good points about it being another deterrent to certain types of people. They'll see it as like, oh shit, I'm not fucking with
You know
that.
what was a deterrent enough was we had a school cop, right? And he walked around in uniform, patrolling the hallways. That was a deterrent enough for most of everything, because there was a uniform cop. And the kids that acted out, they got arrested, and then another squad car would come and take them away. So, like, I feel like my high school did a good job of preventing stuff like that, and we never needed metal detectors or anything like that. And that was in Florida.
Yeah.
But I don't know about, because I can understand too from the shooter perspective here that I would always, if you give me an option, I'm going to be in my gear all the time, ready to go, you know, or having already run through my morning drills and, you know, just waiting for the buzzer to go. I want to be like that. But from the other side is like, it's not a war zone.
Yeah.
If I hear gunshots, could I still get to my shit and put it on fast enough to respond? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you can wearing like, you know, body armor underneath your clothes.
Sure.
Like maybe a more professional type attire.
Yeah, they make like concealed carry stuff for ARs.
And get all 511'd out.
Oh, 511 Cedo?
Yep.
That's what they should have called that line. The 511 Cedo.
But would the 511 tactical yoga pants be appropriate?
Of course, dude. Especially if you're a female operator. Fuck that.
What if you're
It's 2019. If you're a
yeah.
male operator, rock that shit, dude. Let everybody know you squat.
But what if you print too much?
I mean, sometimes they're gonna see the division sign.
Well, I mean, they're high school. They know.
They're gonna know what a dick is.
Yeah, but they're gonna see it.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You know, it's. So what if a girl sees it? So what if a kid sees it? Like,
They're all gonna laugh at you.
yeah,
Like the
they'd
old-
probably laugh at me.
the old
But that's
Adam
why I would buy a
Sandler.
dildo and
Just-
stuff the yoga pants and let them figure out which is the real cock. Is it the big one or the little one?
Whoa!
Because it's gonna go one each way.
You got to. Like,
Is that guy really hung?
you know, there is a dude that was born with two dicks.
Two dicks?
And they both work.
Whoa.
They're really long and they're really super skinny. They're ugh,
Ugh, pencil dick. Can't please a woman with that.
no girth.
Girth doth move the earth.
It does. But yeah, I got a lot of people were ragging on this Caltech.
I mean, it's just.
I mean, Caltech's, like, I've had a bad experience with the Caltech, the PMR 30.
Yeah, I remember that one. I was just about to bring that up.
The pin broke. It was always jamming, and I was loading it per the instructions in the manual and all that stuff. I mean, now it seems that the PMR, they've worked all the kinks out. But that's the problem with Caltech is they rush the products to production.
Yep.
And don't do enough QC to, find the problems before they release it. They just, oh, hey, here's a cool one. Here you go. And then everyone's like, yeah, it sucks. And then,
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're coming out with a
It looks like he spent more on his optic setup than the rifle. I bet you that PMAG costs more than the rifle.
I would no the rifle
Just-
was an RDB or whatever.
Sure.
Where the shells
Yeah.
actually extract. They get pushed out the front, almost like the gas block
Yeah.
area. The rifle, I don't know how much it costs, but I mean, if that's a real like EOTech and EOTech magnifier, then that's
They look
a
like
good
it. So
like
the other
what,
thing I could-
$1,200.
Easy. The other thing I can think of is, isn't Keltec made in Miami?
Florida somewhere, dude. There's so many.
I know Taurus is made in Miami.
There are so many weapons manufacturers
I know it's a great state.
that are in Florida. It's
Suck it,
ridiculous.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas and Florida are like two of the biggest manufacturing
We
companies.
love guns.
But no, I shouldn't say that because they're funny. There are someone in like Massachusetts and Connecticut,
Yeah.
like the big ones, the old ones,
Just
before
sticking
they
it to
all
a man
got,
right now.
before they got stupid with the laws up there.
It used to be.
But one of the guys that commented on this article about the new veteran armed guards at the schools in Florida was talking about there should be one that's like kitted up, and there maybe should be a couple more that
And then a
aren't.
QRF team.
Well, like guys that are concealed.
Yeah.
So that person that's kitted up will be
The
have
deterrent.
have the deterrent, will have that attention drawn to him, and then the other guys will be able to back him up because
Right, using
they
it as
are-
bait. Oof.
Yeah,
Let's play.
yeah. I mean, I guess you guys draw straws or just rotate.
I think if you're the manager or the team leader, right?
usually
That's your job
yeah.
because you are the face of that unit. I mean, that's my opinion of it. That would be me as a leader.
In my opinion, I don't think they should be in the halls. I don't think it should be something that's generally seen.
Yes, just know that he's there.
Yeah.
Because he could just be posing for a picture like once a week. He could work at multiple schools, have like a little net that the team responds to, and then he could just
I would say like small teams at each school.
right. And you keep the concealed guys at each school,
Yeah.
but the dude that's heavily visible, he goes like to each school like once a week
Yeah.
or something like that in the area.
I'd say every school year there's like an assembly where he says,
Yeah, he's
"Hey,
just present. Yeah. How many y'all want to shoot me?
Yeah.
Nobody? Didn't think so.
who wants to hold my gun? You want?" No, but no, yeah, like
No, this is what Marijuana smells like. Okay.
just like an assembly or whatever, telling the kids that there are people there to protect them.
Yeah.
They don't need to worry.
Just
that
focus on your studies.
much. Yeah.
And Carl, stop fucking failing.
Or if the kid's gonna come from that school, because usually the school shooter attends that school.
Yeah.
It's that's the thing. Like if there's an assembly or if there's like oh, hey, this is the guy. Here he is.
Other thing.
It should be in the point, like, I know there's a whole thing like they shouldn't. A lot of people don't think they should arm teachers, but I think they should give the teachers choice.
Yeah, if
not
they
every
want, yeah.
Not every teacher wants to, but I'm pretty sure at least one or two teachers in every school will be like, you know what, I'll do it. You know,
I think there were, especially from my own selection of schools that I went to.
Yeah,
I guarantee you a majority of my teachers would have chosen to carry a gun because some of the schools I went to were not in the best areas.
Yeah.
So they would probably want one.
Yeah. When I was a wee youngin', what was it? Second grade? Yeah, I went to schools that weren't the greatest.
Yeah, like just in the areas, like
but
bad enough to drive there.
I really didn't understand that.
Oh, sure, because when you're a kid, you don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, well.
Or you don't place value in it like adults do.
Yeah, I just remember, like, when I was a kid growing up in Milwaukee, I knew that there were neighborhoods where there was trash all around.
Yeah.
And I knew there was neighborhoods that didn't have trash.
Right.
And I remember thinking that every time my dad moved us, you know, he was always moving us away from the trash. And when I say trash, I'm not talking about people. Well, kind of.
Sometimes, yeah. But like legitimate shit in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what, you can't afford a street sweeper here? What's going on?
Well, is that it's pride and community, pride.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Like,
but then again, pride and ownership also. Like,
a
lot of them didn't own.
Yeah.
You know, they rented.
They're renting.
So.
But see, I've never understood how renting, because everything that I got while active duty was like borrowed, right?
Yeah.
The helicopters are taxpayer money, and we meticulously kept those flying. All the rental cars, never wanted to fuck them up. Right? Hotel rooms, I don't want to fuck that up because it's taxpayer money, right? And when I was renting an apartment or when I was renting a house, when I was stationed at several different places, like, I don't want to fuck that shit up because it's not mine.
Yeah.
So I don't understand because it's not mine. I took better care of those places than I do my own house.
Being a former landlord, I know that's not true for everybody.
I know.
It's so bad.
It's weird that people think that they can just do whatever they want to other people's shit.
I will never be a landlord again unless I have like a property management
that
company
deals
with it. Because, yeah.
See, because I've heard that too, because
they don't care. Like, I even had a lieutenant.
An LT?
A lieutenant rent.
Oof.
And they left it trash. I was like,
let's be real.
Dude.
A lieutenant's still just a kid.
Yeah,
just
true.
Fresh out of college.
Yeah. High school.
Like,
oh, my God. Like, it was funny. Right before I came to regiment, I was getting at that age where I was like, I'm almost the same age as my commander.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I'm like, what?
What's going on here?
Yeah.
See,
I've had a lot of good commanders, though.
Some other armies in the world, they kind of do promote based off of age. So, like, you could transition into the officer ranks easier as you hit a certain age group.
Well, see, here's what I thought.
Because some of these people, like...
Me and you were retired, right?
Yeah.
We need to join the Tennessee State Guard.
The
State Guard, not the National Guard.
Just, like...
State Guard.
I read the website. They're like, yeah, just show up to work or don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I got my bachelor's degree. I'm going to go for a commission.
Dude, we don't even have to do that, okay? Because anybody can start a militia.
Yeah, I know, but...
I want to be a colonel now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give myself colonel rank. It's not stolen valor. I'm a militiaman.
Not necessarily. Like, looking at the Tennessee State Guard, like, it would be really, really super easy to just make fun of them. You know, coming from...
I kind of don't want to.
No, I don't. I don't want to because...
But it's going to happen.
No, other people will. Like, I would love to do, like, a little docuseries.
Because it's kind of funny, like, you know, Special Operations looks at, like, oh, you're regular Army?
Yeah.
And the regular Army's like, oh, you're National Guard?
Yeah.
And the National Guard now finally has that guy go, oh, you're State Guard?
Yeah.
And the State Guard's going to go,
you're a civilian?
Oh, you're a cop?
Yeah. No, I mean, State Guard, they're like the reserves for the National Guard.
Yeah.
So if the National Guard needs more people, they'll be like, come on, guys.
See, now some people would look at that and go, "No, why would a state need a reserve component to their National Guard? Are you guys planning something?"
No, I mean, in case of like emergencies, like maybe a natural disaster.
You're not helping the conspiracy corner.
I mean,
Why would a state need more people all of a sudden? War? And then what kind of emergencies are we planning for here?
Look at World War II. The state guards like took up the mantle when everybody else was gone.
Right.
So I mean that's
with Rosie Riveter.
Yeah.
But where are we going? Do we need a state guard? Let's talk about misappropriation of federal tax money.
It's not tax fund. It's not taxpayer
right, because it's all volunteer, right?
It's volunteer. You pay for your uniform. You pay for your rifle.
I don't gotta
you pay
for
your
because I've already got it all.
Shit.
I've already got it all.
Exactly. But what's wrong with your freaking mic?
It just went up. What the fuck?
Oh God.
Yeah, like I left the army with a duffel of ACUs, and then I can't even sell them because nobody wants them.
State guard.
Bro.
I
even tried to sell it on eBay to some airsofters, and they were like, "Oh no!" I even put DevGru, Special Ops, Navy SEAL, and they were like, "No, it's ACU."
Of course, they want that new multicam or the bastardized version of multicam that the army has.
Yeah, OCP.
It's the same thing, but
But it's different.
Yeah, they got an extra green spot somewhere.
Yeah.
Can't.
That whole thing was stupid, just because. I don't know. My opinion is. The army understands that if they took multicam, then that guy no longer owns the pattern because now it becomes a public commodity, right? Isn't that what the debate was?
I don't know.
It wasn't that he wanted more money. It was because he knew he was going to lose the rights to print the pattern.
If they bought the rights,
yeah,
I wouldn't. I'd be like,
okay.
Buy the rights. I
don't
care. I will let you guys print whatever you want.
Yeah, like
you can make a pink version. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. If I created multicam, would I be that stickler about it? Like, no, it's my pattern.
Well, I mean,
would I be a golem?
Some artists, they're real sticklers for their craft.
Camouflage is not art. You want some camouflage? Go roll in the dirt for a second. Oh, speaking of that, like I was watching on YouTube, they have the old 40s and 50s training videos.
Yeah.
For servicemen getting ready to go to European theater, and it was talking about what they could expect on a German squad patrol, and it's the narrator goes, "Hang on, I gotta nail it. Well, look at the German in the bush. You better put some dirt on that hand."
Like, because you can see that hand.
Yeah, and like you could tell that they made sure you could see the hand.
Yeah,
like,
if you see that hand, the buzzsaw already got you.
That's no tree.
Yeah.
Oh God, those are funny videos to watch, and that just makes me flashback.
We could remake those
with like Taliban or shit. That's actually probably a good idea.
Like the new version.
Yeah.
But still make it all scratchy and old school. It's funny.
That's a good idea.
We got off the topic of that thing.
We just go down streets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
any other topic
I think people like to say that it's a bad idea to put armed guards in school because now you're introducing more guns. But the thing is, we used to teach firearm safety. Shit, when I was in high school, I was on the marksmanship team and we shot guns on school. You know, the little pellet guns.
Oh.
Hello. My name is Antonio Banderas.
Let's listen to this.
Yeah, so tell me about how you do tours overseas and now you're guarding a school. What's the difference? How do you keep your focus?
Well, it's really hard to compare. It's like compare two different things. So I try not to. So, but here I stay busy. I walk around a lot. I walk around anywhere from 8 to 9 miles a day. And I try to stay active. I walk around, talk to people, and that's basically what I do.
Okay. A lot of people were also.
Well, I mean, so the first operator here he's got the Quelo, boom, right? The rubber ring, Can't have that shit get in the way. The reason I wore it was because I was a mechanic and I didn't want to fucking rip my
Glove.
finger off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second thing is he took his watch and he turned it inside. Bro, that's how you operate. No shine, dude.
Well,
they can't see you.
A lot of people were ragging on his Serpa holster.
What's wrong with Serpas?
Well, the whole thing is the Tex Gerbner thing.
Yeah,
Shooting
yeah,
yourself?
Yeah.
But that's because people were,
It's a training issue.
people, instead of keeping their fingers straight and hitting
And-
the whole paddle
Yeah.
and pulling it out, keeping your fingers straight the whole time, they think it's a button that they have to depress. And when they depress it and they pull it out, then their finger wraps around the
Curls
trigger.
right into it. And what happens when you pull a trigger on a gun?
It goes bang.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And when it's really close, it probably goes down your leg.
Oof.
It's like that one individual that we knew.
Yeah.
That,
Shot himself in the ass.
yep.
Oh,
Luckily,
boy.
he had a
Holla, let me holla. Let me holla. Let me holla, holla, holla.
Yeah. He had a hollow points, but it was so
Yeah.
close to his jeans.
And then he had a hollow point.
yeah, but the denim
Yeah, it
clogged
didn't,
up.
it didn't prevent it, or prevented it from
Yeah.
opening.
Expanding.
Yeah,
So it was
ballooning
just
out.
like a ball round going through his
Oof,
leg, which was so lucky.
lucky.
Yeah. But I mean, that's why everyone rags on those holsters. I don't think they're that bad. I
Yeah,
actually
think it's
own
just-
one.
I own one as well. It's not what I use because I switched to the Safariland with the little pin. I forget what it's called. Is it the MLS or the ALS?
The added retention.
Yeah. I think that's the holster I carried overseas. That's the holster I carry now on my bat belt. So that's what I like. And since I'm out the game in somewhat, now I have something. I'm that old crusty veteran that's just gonna stick with what he's got.
Yeah.
Innovation, fuck it.
Just
But no.
so working at M1.
Yeah. Get off my lawn.
So yeah, like everyone was, give him crap for that, but I mean, if he trains the correct way with it,
He's probably fine, and he's only really a danger to himself with a pistol. Then if he's not trained with it,
yeah, I mean he's got his primary already, so if he's gonna go to that,
it's already a bad day.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't fully understand a magnifier in an urban setting. I mean, you're talking to school because we did some training when I was in the Army in old schools
Yeah.
in South Carolina, and the people that had ACOGs were suffering.
Oh yeah, you got that magnification. It's hard
Yeah,
to. You got to kind of like.
and
eh.
it was also the same place where I shot a red dot out 1,000 meters, and I was like, red dot's really not bad.
It's not.
So I've never really gone away from a red dot since.
If you know the reticle
Yeah,
and you have it correctly zeroed, then you're good.
I mean, he's using. It looks like an EOTech,
Yeah.
which I would not trust the EOTech in a defensive situation,
Why?
just because of the parallax. Because I'm not gonna be
There's no parallax.
an
It's just like
EOTech.
it's just like a red dot. There's no parallax.
It's a hollow sight. It's completely different.
The only thing that the holographic sight does is make, not to me, because to me, no matter if I focus on the target or if I focus on the reticle, it always looks sparkly
Yeah,
to me.
But
It's
if
supposed to
you-
appear like it's right in front of the target.
sure. But if you take the rifle and you move it from your normal firing position, say you have to like creep around the corner or something, right? You're not
Yeah.
in this where that hollow sight is not a representation of where the round's gonna go.
Yes, it is. It's just like a red
Nope.
dot, dude.
Mm-mm.
It's just like a red
No, I
dot.
tested it with the 5.52, the EOTech 5.52, because we had M68 and the 5.52 in the arms room, and we tested it.
Their whole claim to fame was if you get like mud or snow on the glass, and you only have a little bit that's clear that you can see through. Say it gets shattered.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's shattered, the hologram still comes up.
Well, yeah, it still comes up, but it's not a representation of where the round is gonna go.
It's supposed to be.
But it's not.
It is.
I did a whole PowerPoint on this to my commander and convinced him that the 5.52 was bad. And we switched back to the M68s.
Well, we should find out with that Vortex holographic sight that I got.
No, I specifically said EOTech.
True, but based off the same.
I'm gonna keep moving the goalposts
The
until I'm
same
right. Okay.
same. Let's finish up the video. See.
What video? This video.
guy.
What sort of reaction you got to the gun repair?
So far, it's been about 90% all good. You have few here and there that they kind of don't agree, but I would say 90% of the reaction have been like great.
And what do the people who don't like it say?
Well, I'd not say people don't like it, just that some people react a little bit differently. I'm guessing scared, right? That would be normal. It's just something new.
Right.
So, it's people are not used to seeing guns in school. So that's the reaction that I was talking about.
Have you ever had to have any close calls or a situation here?
It's got the tactical pen holders right here.
Yeah,
It's 511 shirt.
you need that.
Pretty great school. Kids are pretty easygoing. So.
I mean, people rag on him, but he's doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just giving him a hard time because I'm jealous of his job
What sort of
position.
relationship have you built with kids?
I would say great. They
How much do you think this guy makes?
come and thank me all the time.
I don't know.
I said,
It can't be more than a cop, can it?
so I would say
I'd probably say
the kids reaction are great.
Because what's the average salary
like
for a
an armed
cop?
security guard, probably. I don't know.
But see, like this would be a very highly specific job. Like each one of these positions is a specialist, right?
Pretty much.
Because you're proficient in weapons, you're proficient in de-escalation, you're gonna be proficient in. I mean, so there's a lot of skill sets going into this. How much do you think this dude makes?
Or there should be a lot of skill sets.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about intelligence gathering, and he's walking the streets and he's just trying to figure out who potentials are and building files, and he's got a wall with like lines and maps and news articles. If he's doing all that shit. Or, I mean, you could take the opposite route, just like wait for it to happen. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
my opinion is that school shootings are not that common in America.
They're not.
It's just people want to think they are. So, like, you could just sit back and just collect a paycheck. So, 20 grand a year, I'd do that. You get summer off? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think what I think is being in the security room where you can see all the monitors from
Yeah.
all the cameras in the school, whatever. That would be the place to be. Maybe walk the halls if you're bored, or if there's more than one guy.
Yeah, have roving patrols.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. It's not like we're gonna be clearing a school every
No, and then,
single.
like, you could do once a month, after the school clears out, practice room clearing drills and
Yeah, I think when
all the other stuff's gonna be outside of work, like range time.
yeah with like the teachers or maybe even students if they
Going over plans.
I'm saying like assessing threats.
Oh yeah, from that aspect.
Like I wouldn't want it to be like a big brother like, hey, you need to.
But you'd almost have to. You'd have to have some dude sitting there on Twitter like, fuck this job. And just sitting there scrolling infinite times on all the Twitter's bullshit
Yeah.
going on.
I mean, you can do that. You can like if the school. I don't know if there's schools that like require kids to be a part of like the school group or something.
I'm trying to remember.
Because you could
Because
monitor
my
it that
high
way.
school, when Facebook first started branching out past college and then went to high schools, I think they were like, they didn't push it, but they were like, hey, you could join this if you want. It's only for high school and college students now.
I remember.
And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll join.
This is my thing. I think it was Balad. I was sitting in Balad, and then like, oh, hey, they've opened Facebook up to the Army. Now you can be on Facebook. I was like, what? Oh, it's like MySpace? I was
The
like,
original
whatever.
idea of Facebook was novel.
Yeah.
Have a yearbook that you can always go back to and like update with your friends. Because that was the thing, is looking back at my earlier yearbooks, because I went to a different school every year. Like, I don't even know who these people are.
Yeah.
I have these little written statements like, fuck, I'll never know about that kid again.
Yeah.
But now I can look them up and be like, hey, remember me? You signed my first grade yearbook and then I moved.
Yeah. What's funny is, like, after the accident, I had a lot of time.
To sit there and think. Yeah.
I'm out, retired out of the Army. I ain't got a job. I'm like, oh, God, I'm all depressed or whatever. So I was also on a lot of medication. And the meds that I was on I was a different person back then.
Sure.
I don't know if you've seen the change. in
I've
me.
seen changes. Changes. But I've also seen changes in myself now.
Yeah. I know. I would just say anything. And there was no filter. Like
Oh, yeah.
way back in the day, I was just like, blah, whatever.
Fuck you.
Deal with
Deal
it.
with it, yeah.
And I remember my high school girlfriend. Like, I was looking up everybody. Like, someone sent me a Facebook page or 10-year reunion
Yeah.
group or whatever way back then. And I was like, okay. And I looked through and I was like, oh, hey. And I'm saying hi to people, whatever. And then I ended up saying hi to her. And it was right when I was having my first kid, my son.
Yeah.
Well, I got 2 sons, but
My first son.
yeah, when I was having the first one, I didn't know what it was gonna. We didn't know the sex yet,
Yeah.
and I was just like, yeah. She has I think she has 5 kids or something like that. Like before the internet and Facebook and everything, I had no idea where her life
Had gone to.
was headed towards.
Yeah.
You know, like I knew her, and I knew kind of what happened shortly after high school, and then just nothing, right? And then linking back up after high school, it's like, oh, whoa, turned out completely different than what I thought. You know, probably me. Well, I'm probably not me too, but you know, I'm in the army. I'm either dead or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm either dead or
So
a winner.
yeah, especially during GWAT. But I'm sitting there all drugged up and, you know, no filter. And she's like, oh, you have any kids yet? And I was like, oh, I got one on the way. She says, a boy or girl? I was like, I don't know yet. I was like, well, I'm kind of hoping for a girl because all my friends had daughters,
Yeah.
you know, and I saw the relationship they had with their daughters. I'm like, hey, that's not bad. You know, every man wants a son, you know. But I was like, I was actually looking forward, I was kind of preparing myself for the disappointment of not having a son. And I started to hype myself up for a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we did the
test?
what is it, the sonogram?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we did
Ultrasound.
Ultrasound sonogram.
Sonogram. What is a sonogram?
Is that a boob thing? Is that what they do for their boob cancer?
Oh, it could be.
No, that's
Or is that it's like a
it's
telegram, but somebody
hysterec-
sings a song for you?
It's not a hysterectomy. That's where they take
No, that's something completely different.
That's where they take the guts out, the baby guts.
Isn't a hysterectomy have something to do with your butthole?
No, hysterectomy is where they take the uterus out, I think,
Huh.
because it was always.
Let me
No. Check it
Let me
out.
get a WebMD real quick.
That bitch is hysterical.
Yeah.
We need to get it out of her.
Oh.
Hysterectomy. That's actually where it comes from. So they would
he's
take
hysterical.
the. Yeah, so that's where the term hysterical comes from. Is
Is it on WebMD yet?
I don't know.
Because
Should
I'm not
be.
going to believe you until it's on WebMD.
Okay.
Because
Don't.
I'm a doctor now.
Okay. But anyways, during the I almost said sonogram again. What was it called?
Ultrasound.
Ultrasound. During the ultrasound, they said, "Oh, you have a boy. There's a dick right there." I'm like, all right, cool. Right. So, anyways, you know, with me me having no filter talking to her, and it just came out like, you know, what did I say? Somewhere along the lines of, you know, I don't, you know, if it's a girl, I'm down with it. It's cool, you know. Like I told her about, you know, my friends that have daughters, and I see the relationship and everything. I was like, and you know what? In the future, I know she's gonna get some dick. So, you know what? Okay. I know you're gonna get dick. No, whatever.
It's a fact of life.
Yeah, it's a fact of life. So, yeah, but I just laid it out there. Just
Yeah.
I didn't know she had gotten real religious. And, and it was like nothing.
Forever typing.
No, it wasn't even.
Oh,
It was before that feature came out. It was just nothing.
Man.
I was like,
Okay.
oh shit, my filter, I fucked up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sorry, I'm on medication. I have no filter. She's like, why are you on medication? I'm like, I don't have an arm. Oh, I do. I have one. She's like, oh. I'm like, sorry.